Okay, well, I think integrity is fundamental to what we do in the accounting profession, in the accounting practice. All stakeholders, whether they're shareholders, whether they're regulators, employees, look to some form of assurance and comfort from the work we do, particularly in the context of an audit. So that is fundamental in terms of how we approach our work, in terms of how we deal with issues, in terms of operating in a forthright and a clear manner. So it is an integral part of the profession, and in order to encourage people to think along those lines, here in PwC, we help them with things like a code of conduct that we have in place. And a code of conduct basically gives you guidance in terms of simple rules that you should follow when you're faced in a tricky or in a challenging situation. We also say that it's important for leaders, the partners, to set the right tone from the top to make sure that we actually practice what we preach, so that that will trickle down to the rest of the people. So at the end of the day, it is about doing the right thing and upholding the values of the profession itself. Okay. Well, I think the accounting profession today is very different from what it used to be when I started off in the profession many years ago, and it has evolved quite significantly. There's been a lot of new regulations, there are a lot of new rules, a lot of new things that we need to learn, and the profession itself has become regulated from one that was self-regulated before to one that is regulated externally by authorities like the Securities Commission, oversight boards, and so on. So the profession itself has evolved, and as a result of which I think the expectations of us as auditors primarily has increased quite significantly. So that's one aspect of things, and as a result of which you find that there's a lot more pressure on us to deliver our work, to make sure that we uphold the standards and to do our work properly. So the biggest challenge really is people accepting that this is really a new way of life, this is what we are expected to do, and ensuring that you are still able to maintain, do all of that, but maintain a right balance between work and life. So getting the right work-life balance at the end of the day. And I think what we in PwC encourage our people to do is you need to take control of it yourselves. We empower our people. Work-life balance means different thing to different people. We strongly encourage people to have interests outside work. We say that you need that to be able to sustain yourself. And we've introduced also a number of things like flexible working arrangements. One example is for our managers and above. We have what we call flex space, where we say to them, where you don't need to be at your clients or you don't need to be in the office, you can actually choose to work where you want to. And with technology these days, we can actually do so. So I feel strongly that one of the major measures that a profession as a whole needs to take, and we have started on those in PwC, is to create a more mobile and versatile workforce to firstly meet the expectations of what stakeholders want, and secondly to be able to sustain ourselves in this profession as well and have that elusive work-life balance that we all strive for.